Welcome to the final festival tournament.
Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Darth Cinema. Holy crap! I had just watched RWBY Volume 3, Chapter 10, Battle of Beacon, and with a title that epic, you know they have to really step it up, and holy crap, they did. I'm just gonna say right from the get-go, I fucking called it! I knew there would be dragons in RWBY, and we finally got a dragon. A Grim dragon, and the design of this thing is absolutely amazing. This is like stuff right out of Nightmare. It's like literally dripping this black goo that summons other Grimm. Oh god. Okay, first I need to go back to the start. So just to let you guys know where we ended up after this point. So literally nothing very much has gone on in between the two episodes. It's literally right from the last one. Where we have the Grim invasion of Beacon, and everything is going wrong. Like, I don't even know why I'm asking, can anything else go wrong? Because every single episode after usually is 10 times worse than what has come before. And you have Yang trapped in the school fighting Grim. We don't know what's going on with her, because we only see her once in the beginning of the episode, I believe, and then after that, she's kind of gone for the rest. So that, and she's with Zwei. So at that point, we know that she's fighting Grim in the school, and she breaks off her phone call with Blake and Weiss. So, and then we also cut to the group in the stadium, which was probably the most epic moment that has ever happened with RWBY's character. So we still see that Pyrrha is in kind of shock after what happened with Penny. That she doesn't even move, even when a giant Nevermore just comes smashing down through the Colosseum top and is about to kill Pyrrha, even when Jean and the others are trying to get her out of there. And in the most epic moment ever, RWBY takes Penny's sword and stabs the Nevermore in the heart. It doesn't kill it, which I'm a little bit sad, but I mean, you can't kill it that easily. But holy crap, that was epic. I absolutely loved that moment. Seriously, like, even though everything is going wrong, this is when our heroes can actually shine for a moment, and they can truly display what they've learned in the time that we actually haven't seen. Because I guarantee you, there has been stuff in between episodes that we probably haven't seen, them training and whatnot. But, I mean, the image of RWBY just facing down a Nevermore with Penny's sword is probably one of the best moments. And when the Nevermore goes back to attack, obviously we have all the rocket-powered lockers just slamming into the Nevermore's back, each containing the weapons of Team Coco, Team Sun, and every team we have seen fighting in the tournament, both from Beacon and from Minstrel and Haven, they're all together here ready to help fight, that's one of the coolest moments in the entire thing. Though I will say, it is kind of funny that after this giant epic pose, the Nevermore still gets up, and I found myself yelling to kill that son of a bitch. And yep, they did. In a truly epic demonstration of teamwork. Every character worked flawlessly with each other, even though that probably before this tournament they've never met. And oh my gosh, it's the episode was I don't know, I was kind of apprehensive about it, but at the same time I knew that this had the potential to be very, very epic, and it passed with flying colors. I absolutely enjoyed this episode. So Pyrrha is still upset about what happened to Penny, is apologizing to RWBY, knowing that RWBY was Penny's best friend but then they kind of snap Pyrrha out of this finally and just going like, look, it's not your fault. Whoever set this up, they're the ones who did this, and we're gonna make sure that no one else has to suffer because of it. And we did get a sneak peek of some new Grimm species. We've got griffins who are appearing, which the design of the griffins is actually pretty awesome. I kind of called it right before they said it. I'm like, those griffins? And they went, yeah, griffins, which I thought that was kind of fun. You have Professor Port and Dr. Oobleck. I almost said Professor Oobleck, but I keep remembering that quote. It's like, I didn't get that degree for nothing, thank you very much, or something like that. But they save the students from the Griffins and end up just the two of them facing off this horde of Griffins in the stadium, while the rest of the students try to get out of there. And another epic, like seriously, this episode has way too many epic moments, but we have another Grimm. I believe it's a Beowulf. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. The one that's fighting General Ironwood. If that's not a Beowulf, please let me know, because it just looks like an alternate form of one. But we have what I'm gonna call a Beowulf fighting General Ironwood, and oh my gosh, was it awesome! I don't like Ironwood that much because I feel like I don't really like him as much as a character. There's nothing wrong with the character per se, I just not a fan of him. But seeing this when he's just totally kicking this thing's ass, stopping the claw with his hand, I'm pretty sure that's a metal arm. That would make the most sense. But using that pistol as his arm to beat that Beowulf was pretty awesome. Though with all these epic moments, we have to have our share of things going wrong, and of course, Neo hands Torchwick, who they're in the last battleship up in the sky. They hand him, I guess, the scroll that has this. I would say it's a virus, but it turns all the Atlesian knights these robots against the huntresses and hunters of Beacon, and anyone basically who's trying to do good, it just turns them against each other. So obviously, that's going completely wrong. But the worst thing is, all the Elysian Knights in General Ironwood's ship that he's taking to clear the battleship end up turning on him. Now, I don't know if he's dead, but with what we've seen and with how the footage is being shot, I'm willing to bet that he probably died. I don't know if I count him out yet, but at least from how the footage is showing it, he could have died. RWBY, then after seeing this, she's just fed up at this point. She uses one of the rocket-powered lockers to bring herself up to the battleship. And of course, Neo is sent by Torchwick to go see, okay, what the hell just happened, what landed on the ship, while he's steering it. So then we have a nice little montage of Weiss and Blake and the rest of the students fighting off both the Elysian Knights, the White Fang, and the Grimm. They actually end up splitting up, and we get the moment I called from the moment that Adam appeared that we would have this showdown to begin with. We see Blake and Adam staring each other down, and I don't think Adam could be any happier to see Blake, and Blake just looks absolutely horrified that he's here. But most of the rest of the episode at this point, for the next couple of minutes, is a montage of shots. But we also have Cinder and Mercury and Emerald, who are actually broadcasting this attack probably all over the world at this point. And there's Emerald looks like she's feeling sorry for them, but I don't know, because it's like that face is just, it looks like she actually feels remorse for what's happened, though Cinder and Mercury don't seem to share that. But then you see the ground rumble, and Cinder's like, you don't want to miss what's coming next. And all we're seeing is, the ground shaking in Ozpin's tower, where Crow and Glinda are fighting the Grimm, where the students are fighting the Grimm. And in one of the most shocking twists of the episode, a mountaintop shatters and a freaking dragon comes out of the mountain. I am getting flashbacks to The Hobbit here with Smaug coming out of the it's flying towards the village, with his famous quote I am fire, I am death. But that's not even the worst part. It's the grim that these little drops of I want to say darkness that are falling out of the dragon are creating more and more grim. So yeah, like I said, this situation just keeps getting worse and worse as it's going on. Though at least the good thing is the students are actually standing and fighting. So we're going to get another episode, another good episode of the Battle of Beacon, probably Battle of Beacon Part 2. But wow, I mean, I given these last couple of episodes, I can honestly see why they did the viewer discretion, because it is getting much darker. I mean, I don't know about Ironwood. We haven't technically seen his death. If there's no body, he isn't dead. That's how I roll from comics. If there's no body, he isn't dead. But wow, I mean, hats off to you, Rooster Teeth, because you gave us one hell of an episode, and I can't wait until next week's, because this is like a mid-season finale. Usually in the mid-season finale of shows, if you guys have seen The Flash, if you guys have seen Arrow, I'm big fan of those two shows. But there's it's almost like a cliche that the mid-season finale is where everything gets to its absolute worst. This honestly felt like a mid-season finale for the last couple of episodes, because nothing seems to be going right. Everything is going wrong. I really hope we see more of those dragons in the future, because now that we have confirmed that dragons exist, that is amazing. So seriously, I knew it was only going to be a matter of time, because you have a fantasy world, you're going to have to throw a dragon in there. So, anyway, my name is Darth Cinema. I hope you guys all enjoyed this little review of RWBY Volume 3, Chapter 10. Yes, Volume 3, Chapter 10. And I will see you guys next time. Take care, and I'll see you later.